Welcome back to 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for 17 News at Noon. I'm Nicole Gitsky. We'll begin with the death of radio pioneer and conservative talk show host Rush Limbaugh. Now, his wife Catherine announced his death today on his radio show. The media icon passing away after his year-long battle with lung cancer. His self-titled show was the most listened to radio talk show in America. His reputation as a right-wing diehard quickly drew a following on a local station in Sacramento. The show's success earned him a national audience through syndication in 1988. The Rush Limbaugh Show quickly became known for its extreme conservative slant and Limbaugh's, at times, racist and bigoted commentary. He was 70 years old. And now in your 17 Crime Watch, police are investigating a shooting that left one woman dead and a man injured in Delano. According to Delano police, it happened around 9:45 last night at Ast Street near 3rd Avenue. DPD says they found 45-year-old Christina Armendariz with a single gunshot wound. They administered life-saving efforts, but she died at the scene. Police say they learned after that 24-year-old Sean Stanley was taken to the hospital by private means with a gunshot wound. Police have not released his condition. If you have any information on this case, call DPD at 721-3377 or their tip line at 721-3369. And new information on a rollover crash that killed a woman overnight. It happened just after midnight on Panama Lane, west of South Allen Road. Police say the driver, 31-year-old Jennifer Cortez, died at the scene. A toddler was found in the backseat and appeared to be uninjured. The toddler was taken to a local hospital. Police say it's unknown if drugs or alcohol were factors in the crash. And now to an accident involving an SUV and a dirt bike. According to CHP traffic incident information page, it happened around 8:30 yesterday evening at Olive Drive and Roberts Lane. Emergency crews were performing CPR on the rider at the scene. He was then taken to the hospital. The CHP reports he has major injuries. And the identity of the man killed in an airplane crash over the weekend has been identified. The wreckage of the plane was found Monday near Tehachapi, about 2 miles west of Tehachapi Willow Springs Road in Oak Creek. The Kern County Sheriff's Office says the plane took off from Camarillo Airport Saturday and was en route to Mammoth Lakes. KCSO says there were high winds and low visibility when the plane was supposed to pass through Saturday. The pilot, 56-year-old Todd Q. Smart, died at the scene. And a crash overnight creates a natural gas leak near the Amazon distribution center. According to Bakersfield police, a BMW went through a fence into a natural gas line on Patrol Road at Landing Way. The driver had minor injuries and is expected to recover. Now, crews shut down traffic at Merrill Haggard Drive for several hours as they worked to fix the damaged gas line. Roadways were reopened around 9:40 this morning. And the search continues for 2 California city boys as we approach the 2-month mark since they were first reported missing. It's now been 58 days since 3-year-old Orson and 4-year-old Orrin West were reported missing. There are now several billboards around town featuring the boys' faces. Jennifer Nobles, a concerned citizen, put up 2 billboards near Mohawk Street near Rosedale Highway. The biological family has put up another one of them and is looking to put up 2 more. They have created a GoFundMe page to help raise money for the last one. They're hoping to put a billboard near Tehachapi on the way to California City. If you'd like to donate for the billboards, we have a link to that GoFundMe page on our website, kget.com. And now in your 17 Court Watch, the trial for the man accused of raping and murdering a teenage girl in Bakersfield last year has been postponed yet again. Armando Cruz faces a dozen felony charges in the death of 13-year-old Patricia Alatorre. Cruz did not appear in court, but his attorney is arguing for a venue change for the trial. The defense has also moved to block media access during the proceedings. Cruz's case will return April 12th. Now to the latest on the coronavirus pandemic here in Kern County. It's evident the worst days of this pandemic are behind us, but we're still learning how grim our deadliest days were. Public Health reported 263 new cases and 3 new deaths today. All 3 deaths date back to late summer and early fall. One of those deaths reported today was someone who died from COVID-19 183 days ago. Now, currently 18,000 people are recovering at home from the virus. 235 people are in the hospital with more acute symptoms. According to state data, 48 are in the ICU. Nearly 101,000 residents have tested positive for the novel virus since last year. And while unthinkable just months ago, many counties in California could be just weeks away from seeing restrictions lifted. Now here's a look at the latest update on the state metrics for tiers. Kern County is still in the purple, most restrictive tier. We have to lower these 3 purple bars that you see on your screen. Once we hit the red, there will be less restrictions. Yesterday, Governor Gavin Newsom was asked about the timeline on reopening as cases continue to fall. While hesitant, Newsom said he believes several counties will not only move out of the purple tier, but into the less restrictive orange and yellow tiers. And Newsom said while the trend lines are hopeful, reopening plans could change based on the spread of different variants of the coronavirus, which are thought to be more transmissible. So far, California has seen 189 cases of the UK variant, 2 of the South African strain, and over 1,800 cases of California's own West Coast variants. The last numbers is up 50% since last week. Newsom says some counties could begin moving out of the purple tier here soon. And if you've been waiting to get a COVID-19 vaccine, you have another chance to register for an appointment at the Fairgrounds mass vaccination site. Appointments for first and second doses opened back up yesterday morning. Public Health will resume administering vaccines today through Saturday. You must call first to book your appointment before getting your shot. That number is 868-0165. Public Health says the problem is their vaccine supply remains extremely limited, so try to book your appointment as soon as you can. Right now, the shots are walk-up only, though soon Public Health will open the vaccination site up to drive-through so they can administer more shots. And a reminder, there are other places besides the fairgrounds that are offering vaccines. You can visit Kern Public Health website for an interactive map of vaccine providers near you, then call one of those sites to make an appointment. Just head to kernpublichealth.com. And we are continuing to talk about how the pandemic is affecting our mental health. One thing you may have noticed you're doing more often is picking up a bottle of booze, and that can be having a harmful effect on your body. Now, joining us once again is Jessica Meyers. She's a physician's assistant who specializes in functional and herbal medicine. Now, Jessica, it is so good to have you with us once again. Can you just explain how increased alcohol consumption can have a negative effect on your body?
Absolutely, Nicole. So first, we kind of need to define what is heavy drinking. The CDC defines heavy drinking as 8 or more drinks a week for a woman and only 15 or more drinks a week for a man. So if you are having a couple drinks a few times a week, it is not hard to get up to those numbers. Since we've been talking about mood and stress the last few weeks and so many are turning to alcohol for relief, we have to remember it poses a big problem. Alcohol may temporarily help you relax and feel good, but long-term it actually contributes to depression and anxiety and robs your body of essential mood-supporting vitamins, while also suppressing your immune system, increasing inflammation, reducing brain function, and so many more effects.
Now, Jessica, I know you mentioned to me earlier there are other options than picking up an alcoholic beverage. Can you explain that?
So if you are in the habit of having a daily cocktail, it can be hard to stop just cold turkey from the habit, but you can try swapping out the alcohol. There are so many different non-alcoholic cocktails that are both delicious and make you feel like you're having that special treat at the end of the day, but also include ingredients that are going to help you relax and boost your mood in a healthy way. So you want to be looking for ingredients like hops, ashwagandha, L-theanine, and rhodiola. Hops are used in the brewing process of most beers, which give it that classic bitter taste, but they're also used in the non-alcoholic cocktails because they can reduce stress, ease anxiety, and they also help you sleep without any of the alcohol. That other key popular ingredient, ashwagandha, it can actually increase your resilience to stress so you don't feel its effect quite as much, while improving your sleep quality and even normalizing stress hormone levels. So with all of these great ingredients in some new delicious cocktails, if you're picking out something to swap out your beer or wine for, there certainly are a lot of options these days.
Awesome. Jessica, we always appreciate your tips. I think they're really beneficial right now, especially so many people are going through mental health. Thanks again for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks, Nicole.
Of course, and if you are interested in any more of her tips, you can find it on her Instagram page, Jessica Meyers. In education news, the Bakersfield City School District has announced plans to return to in-person instruction starting next month. Now, you may remember in-person classes were suspended at the end of November due to a rise in COVID-19 cases across the country. Yesterday, BCSD sent a memo saying students in pre-K through second grade will return to campus on March 22nd, while in-person learning for grades 3rd through 6th grade will begin on March 24th. Grades 7th and 8th will continue to distance learn until the county moves into the red tier. BCSD is the largest elementary school district in the state. Today marks Ash Wednesday, the Christian holy day of prayer and fasting to mark the beginning of Lent. Ash Wednesday is one of the most popular and important holy days. Ash Wednesday opens Lent, a season of fasting and prayer. Now, Ash Wednesday takes place 46 days before Easter Sunday.
So it marks the beginning and the end of our physical life here on earth. But it also draws us to a more spiritual awareness that we're moving towards that same direction in receiving ashes.
But due to the COVID-19 pandemic, some events are not considered safe. Now, yesterday, Emmanuel Lutheran Church announced it has canceled its Ashes on the Street event. The church said Lenten services will be offered online and may be accessed by its website and its Facebook page. And every year, businesses, nonprofits, and people are recognized for their tributes to the community at the Beautiful Bakersfield Awards. The 31st annual Beautiful Bakersfield Awards honors the efforts of individuals, businesses, and organizations that are giving back to our city. Last year was a difficult year for everyone, but a lot of good came out of it. Now, they are asking for the community for their nominations to help honor those who are helping to make our community a better place.
It's a time for the community to celebrate all the good, and so much happened last year. Even though it was, such a hard year for everyone, a lot of beauty came out of it. Whether it was businesses donating food to the hospitals, or the Plates of Bakersfield comes to mind that was supporting the local restaurants. It could be your neighbor down the street who did a food drive to feed the homeless.
Candidates tonight. Good luck to all.
Nominations must be for things completed in 2020 to be eligible. Nominations are due by March 11th and must be submitted online at bacochamber.com/2021-Bakersfield-award-nominations.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.